Courtney Brenton, and I am a teacher at Mulberry High School.
Great. Why did you choose education?
That's a good question. Why did I choose education? Believe it or not, my degree is not in education. My degree is in public relations, but I actually ran into my high school English teacher, the one teacher that believed in me and saw something in me. And he was leaving Mulberry High School for a different position, and his position became available. And he said, you should go up to the high school and see if the principal will hire you. And I thought, never in a million years, because I don't have a degree in education. And it must have been serendipitous, because I did go up to the high school and I did speak to the principal, and he hired me for some strange reason. And then I had to go through all the channels, going back to school, getting all the certifications, and here I am. It was what I was meant to do.
Okay. All right. First question. Who are you and why did you choose education?
I'm Jose Rivera. I've been a math teacher here at Mulberry High School, and I like it. I love it. It's nice. It's not that I had a passion for education. It's just math comes easy to me. And many people have stated that I tend to make math easy for them to understand. So therefore, why not use that?
What do you want people to know about being an educator?
Being an educator means being empathetic, but that can also be a challenge, because I think you take on many of your students' burdens, and especially if you're a teacher that cares about their students, and that can be a challenge. But the most rewarding thing is whenever you see the proverbial light bulb go off over a student's head when they finally get something and they're super excited. Okay, it's challenging, because you have to adjust with the times, and you have to adjust with the student and the dynamics of the class. But whenever all of that works, on that rare occasion when that works, it's magic.
What do you want people to know about being an educator?
In my earlier remarks, I said it was an easy job. It's not an easy job. It requires compassion. It requires self-discipline, structure, organization. You gotta understand that not all kids learn the same way. So you have to learn how to differentiate your delivery, the way you assess kids, the way you evaluate them, set aside any biases you might have.
Are there any educators from your academic career that truly influenced you? Who are they? What did they teach, and how did it impact you?
Well, my most influential teacher is a gentleman by the name of Daryl Ward. He's Dr. Ward now. He is the principal at Harrison School of the Arts, and he was my English teacher my junior year. And he gave me a book of poetry, and no one had ever given me anything like that before. And I thought it was just so special. I still have it. I cherish it. And I went home and read it, and he just brought something out in me that no other teacher had before. And it's because of him that I'm a teacher now.
Teacher was Miss Olga Felicita Martinez. She took me in. I was a bilingual kid in Puerto Rico, but Spanish was not my first language. So she helped me get through things.
What do you wish you could change about the school system, if anything?
I would change, I think I would make school more track driven. I think that in high school they should offer different tracks for students with different interests. Maybe people who are more hands-on should go to a technical school. People who are super driven and love the higher level math and the higher level sciences and taking AP and college courses, they should be on a certain track. And then we should have more skill-based instruction for students so they have options rather than putting students who don't like to read or are not good at reading, shoving them into a ton of reading classes. I understand the concept because you're trying to get them to read better, but when someone doesn't like something and you force it on them, I think they're, I don't know how to
Kind of
answer
pushes
that.
them away.
Yeah, it does. It makes them, they're not good at reading, they feel insecure about reading, but then you make them do something that they don't enjoy doing when you could give them other options where it incorporates reading, but they don't realize that they're learning how to read, a technical manual or, something like that, or math. I mean, forcing students to do upper level math when they'll probably never use that particular math in whatever skill they need to use for a job later on.
What do you wish you could change about the school system?
Okay. What can I change about the school system? The way we assess students. That's one. If I could change 3 things, it's the way we assess students. Also, I would put a cap on how old a teacher can be in terms of teaching. Teachers need to be up with the times, okay? They need to be able to integrate technology into their instruction. Most of the time, the older the teacher is, the less they want to be able to integrate technology into their instruction. Kids today need them, and therefore we need to open the doors for younger professionals that understand the need for technology STEM within the classroom.
What is the most frustrating part about being an educator?
The most frustrating part is the bureaucracy and dealing with people at an upper level who either have never been in the classroom or have not been in the classroom in 20 plus years. The classroom is, if you've been out of the classroom more than 5 years, I feel like when you reach a certain level, you should have to go back into a classroom and see what it's really like and what the students are really like, and then you can start making policy changes and discipline changes and curriculum changes, because it's evolving so quickly. It's hard to keep up, and when you've been out of the classroom so long and you're making decisions for teachers and students who are in the trenches, I just think there's a disconnect there.
Yeah, definitely.
And then all the over-testing.
What's the most frustrating part about being an educator?
The most frustrating part about being an educator is that you already have life experiences that wisen you up, and you want to impart that knowledge onto your students so that they don't make the same mistakes. And yet, some of them, due to maturity, may be apathetic, or it's because they cannot see themselves what they are to become 5 years down the road. That's frustrating. That they are just willing to throw away the very first achievement, big achievement of their lives, which is obtaining a high school diploma that may open the doors for other milestones, other life milestones down the way.